What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Here for Tuesday's massive WNBA main slate. $25,000 to first in the big contest. We got $50,000 to first in the $333 contest. There's three different Queen of the Court contests going on. I mean, it's a huge day for WNBA. Let's get right into it. Obviously, we'll look at these spreads. Obviously, the Sun are never listed on here because they aren't allowed on Draftkings, but Sun at the Fever, Indiana 15.5 point favorites, over under 165.5. Atlanta at New York, New York 8 point favorites, over under 164. Golden State at Dallas, Dallas 3 point favorites, over under 163. Las Vegas at Minnesota, Minnesota 9 point favorites, over under 163. Washington at Chicago, Washington 3.5 point favorites, over under 156.5. Seattle at LA, Seattle 4 point favorites, over under 162.5. The big thing that I notice here, Minnesota -9. That tells me that A'ja Wilson probably is not playing. I think if she was playing, it would probably be closer to 3.5 to 4. I mean, she's that good of a player. I mean, she's arguably the best player in the league, still is, in my opinion. But this kind of tells me that A'ja Wilson is not going to play. But as of right now, we have to consider her in. With concussions, you just never really know. But we'll talk about that game once we get there. Let's start here on the Connecticut side. I'm going to go through these teams pretty quickly since it's such a big slate. Not a lot of players. Like, you don't have to fish at the bottom of the barrel like you do on small slates. But Tina Charles, Marina Mabry at the top both look really good at their price points. Marina Mabry, sub 10K. If this game is even remotely competitive, it's going to be mostly because of Marina Mabry's shooting. I mean, she played practically the entire game against Chicago, 39 minutes, 7 of 17 shooting. Getting the peripheral stats as well. 22 real life points. I mean, she can get there in so many different ways. Really just those two I have interest in, and then Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Everyone else pretty much just a pass for me. Then on the Indiana side, Caitlin Clark, 12K. If this game's competitive, I think she can push for the highest score on the slate. Obviously shot 55% last game in her first game back in 31 minutes. Absolutely nuked off 32, 9, and 8 with 3 stocks. I mean, this is what Caitlin Clark can bring to a team, guys. I mean, they were terrible without her, but a big ceiling, but the biggest spread on the slate, so definitely keep that in mind. But they need all the point differential they can get for the Commissioner's Cup, so would expect her to see 31, 32 minutes no matter what, unless the game is just an absolute laugher. I think Aaliyah Boston is a good tournament option. Then really everyone else pretty much out on, have no interest. Kelsey Mitchell, 8,600, she's okay for tournaments. Nat Howard's minutes have been terrible, even with DeWanna Bonner out. Lexi Hull, overpriced with everyone healthy. Sophie Cunningham, overpriced on a big, huge slate like this. Colson, no interest at 4,900. Dantas, if you think Boston gets in foul trouble, you can go to Dantas, but the path is just super narrow there. This Atlanta-New York game has very sneaky potential. It has a lot of appeal to me. Atlanta has been blowing everyone out. I don't think we've seen Jordan Canada get fully extended yet. BG's minutes have been kind of a laugher of late, but if you look, massive blowout, massive blowout, massive blowout. I'm expecting 25 to 28 minutes in a competitive game. 8,200 is a really solid price for BG. And then Jordan Canada is sub 7K. I mean, she's just ridiculously underpriced in my opinion. Then I think Nas and Nia Coffey are fine for value. Nas should play 18 to 20 minutes, Nia Coffey 12 to 15. Then up at the top, I think Bree Jones is a solid play under 10K. Alicia Gray looks really good at 10.3K. Should play 35 to 36 minutes, and then Ryan Howard should play practically the entire game in a competitive game. I mean, this was an 18-point game, and she played 39 minutes. So I think her ceiling is close to the whole game. Pretty much going to play at least 36 minutes, majority of the nights, and she makes for a great spend up. Then on the New York side, got news: Jonquel Jones is definitely playing. She is no longer questionable. Sandy Brondello already said she is playing and she will be off a minutes restriction. At 10.1K, guys, she's been arguably the best player in the league when she's been healthy. I mean, she's just been incredible in every game that she's played. There was even a couple blowouts where she just nuked. At 10.1K, it's really hard to get away from her. I think Stewie makes for a contrarian spend up with Jonquil Jones back. Sabrina is fine at 10.9K. Usage has just been really, really high for her. Natasha Cloud, 7,300. I think they overcorrected her price. Her price continues to free fall, but at that price point, I'm going to take some shots on her for sure. Zero interest in Baby Sobley, 6,900. You served us well, sweetheart. But Jonquil Jones is back. You're no longer needed. Kennedy Burke, 5,700, assuming she starts again, would be a fine value play. Everyone else pretty much out on unless like Marine Johannes or Rebecca Gardner were to start over Burke, but not really expecting that. Then on the Washington side, in this game, Sykes, 10.8K, a little overpriced, but the matchup cannot get any better. Kiki, 8,800 is fine. Sonia Citron, 7,600. Not a lot of interest, but the price has fallen a little bit for her, and it is the best matchup, like the absolute nut matchup here. Shakira Austin, they did mention wanting to extend her, so at some point she is going to absolutely take the top off of the slate. Do I think it's this one? I don't know. I hope, because I'm going to have some shares. Everyone else in this team, I have zero interest. Then on the Chicago side, not a lot of interest here, guys. They keep moving and switching the rotations, moving players' minutes around. Really hard to trust anybody but Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins at the top. Those are my two favorite plays. If Camila Cardoso gets minutes, I think she can pay off 8K, but price is starting to tick up for her, so she needs close to 30. And I don't know if I believe in her minutes enough to really play her for tournaments. I think Bantam's an okay tournament play, even though they extended Haley Van Lith last game. If Rebecca Allen continues to start, she shot the ball just absolutely pathetically in the three starts. 21, 29, and 18 minutes. 0 of 3, 2 of 8, 0 of 8. I mean, we're looking at 2 of 19 shooting in her three starts. So still a lot of upside in a player like Rebecca Allen. I mean, she's had some good games. Here's a 22.5 in 23 minutes, shot 5 of 11. She can get you some peripheral stats, and at her price point, she can easily pay that off if she shoots the ball well. Then moving on, Golden State at Dallas. This is the nut game, in my opinion. Golden State shorthanded, Dallas shorthanded. Both these teams going to run pretty tight rotations and have some players that are very cheap. Veronica Burton, 8,400. Love the price tag on her if Tiffany Hayes is out. Kayla Thornton, 8,100, lock and load. I'm really high on Thornton, been high on her all year. She's finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better. 3 of 9, 4 of 8 in 2 of her last 3 from 3. Just a ton of shot attempts, playing huge minutes as well. Just super, super safe and a big ceiling, guys. 45, 37, and 40 in the last 3. She's going to get you the peripheral stats as well. Great defender. Then looking down here, like Carla Leite, if Tiffany Hayes is in, really hard to pay 6,200 for Leite. Even if she starts, it's really hard. I do think they start Mo Billings with Timmy Fagbenle out, making her standout play at 5,600. Martin, 4,500, okay for value. Not really crazy about her. Should play 15-ish minutes off the bench. Talbot, if she starts, is okay. Should play low to mid 20s minutes. Ariel Powers was barely in the rotation last game, only 3 minutes. Would expect closer to like 6 to 8 here. And then Ami here, I do expect to see a little bit of run. She played 15 minutes, maybe 15 again, or maybe even the potential to play a little bit more. There's an outside chance that they start her just because they need her size. And at 3,300 would make for a fantastic play. Then on the Dallas side, obviously big news. Maddie Segras is out. And then Geisel Soder left the team after the last game. They did make a trade for Lee Uru, who is at the Flatmen. Should play at least high teens minutes at the Flatmen. She's put up some good games last year when given run. Here against Phoenix in the opener, 22 minutes, 17 fantasy points. At the Flatmen, you're hoping for 10 to 12. And I think easily she can get that in the run that she's going to get. She's going to be extremely popular at the Flatmen. Enrique's off the injury report. She was out of practice with the illness, but she's going to play. Paige looks really good, even though the price has really rose on her. I think Enrique makes for a great tournament option, as always. Dejanay, solid tournament option, a little bit overpriced. Misha Hines Allen could see an uptick in minutes as they only have 3 bigs. Uru, fresh with the team, hasn't had but like 2 practices. Melissa Smith, seems almost out of the rotation. Like, they just don't want to play her, guys. 10 minutes when they were short on Biggs last game. It just tells you everything you need to know. Outside chance, actually not even outside chance. She probably does start, but I just don't think her minutes are secure at all. And there's an outside chance that they just start Lee Uru and start Misha Hines Allen at the 4. So a lot to like there in this game for sure. Then Las Vegas, Minnesota on the Aces side. Obviously, big news, Asia Wilson. If she's in, one of the better spin-ups on the slate. She's still arguably the best player in the WNBA. I mean, look at her last game, guys. 28 minutes. She shot 2 of 12 and put up 42 fantasy points in 28 minutes. 6 stocks, 13 peripheral stats. I mean, she's stuffing the stat sheet. Her assist numbers are way up this season. I mean, Asia Wilson, she's not having her historic season as she did last year, but she's still the elite of the elite in this league. If Asia is out, I'm going right back to Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, even Joel Lloyd for tournaments would look really good. Kia Stokes only in play if Asia Wilson is out. Then really everyone else pretty much out on. Tiffany Mitchell started last game, mentioned in the Discord. She is atrocious fantasy point per minute player. A large majority of the time here against Dallas, she played 13 minutes, put up 14 fantasy points. Would really be shocked if she ever tops that for the rest of the year. 15 minutes in her start, put up 2 fantasy points. Just not someone you can rely on whatsoever. If Kitley starts, I would have a little interest, but at 4,500, it's pretty narrow for her to get there on a big slate. Then Minnesota, a lot to like here. They're going to play the starters a ton. They now have the tiebreaker over Seattle. For the Commissioner's Cup, they're just looking for point differential. And the only reason Fee did not play more minutes is because they were beating the absolute brakes off the Sparks. And they're going to look to do the same against the Aces. So Fee had 50 after the first quarter. It was ridiculous what she was doing. She went nuts, 32 points, 14 peripheral stats, 4 stocks. Huge upside in a player like Nafisa Collier at 13K. Price is up there, but you can easily fit her with all the value on this slate. Kayla McBride, 9K. Down game last game, but wasn't asked to do a lot. She is not going to do anything in the peripheral category most nights, which is very concerning when you're paying 9K. Courtney Williams, minutes continue to crater. 22, 17, 20, and 18 in the last 4. If she gets extended at 8,900, she can absolutely break the slate. Always mention Alana Smith, but no Jessica Shepard. I think she makes for a fantastic tournament option. She's disappointed in the 2 starts without Shepard. 37 minutes against Seattle, only 24 fantasy points. 22 minutes, 15. Obviously, she did get hurt in that last game, and it was a blowout, so did not really get extended. Bridget Carrollton going to play big minutes, and Tisha Heidemann playing right around 20 minutes with Courtney Williams getting limited a little bit. Then on the Seattle side, in this last game of the night, the late night hammer, Diggins, NECA, Gabby, Ezzy, Wheeler, all 5 starters firmly in play. Good matchup here. Probably my favorite plays. Ezzy at sub 8K. Her minutes have been on the rise of late, 31 and 31 in the last 2. Really starting to turn it on a little bit. I think Gabby is a solid play. I really like NECA. Sub 10K, obviously super disappointing last game. She's going to come in a little bit lower owned because she's been pretty disappointing for a majority of the season, but there's still a lot to like here. I think Diggins makes for a good play. Even Wheeler at 7K. Then on the Spark side, really just interested in the starters, assuming Odyssey Sims returns. I think Rakia Jackson is always in play for tournaments. Big Z, 9,300. She struggled last game, only 18 minutes. But if she plays well, she's going to play close to 30. And then the usage monsters, Plum and Hamby, both of them solid plays, a little over 10K. Good matchup. If this game stays competitive, it's going to be on the back of those 2. And then if Sims is out, Barker is okay. Really can't prioritize her on a big slate like this when there's good value. And then it would bring Shea Petty into the rotation a little bit and be playable at 4K. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Hit a like on the channel. Really helps out the channel grow. Let's try and get 100 for this huge slate. If you want more of my content, link to my premium content is in the description below. Get in there. We're doing everything for this slate, guys. It's going to be a huge one. Good luck to everybody, and hope to see somebody that I know ship $25,000.